The following story is an incredible first-hand account from the U.S. Air Force colonel about the inside of our planet, courtesy above topsecret.com web link. This information was gathered and written down with permission, from a recording taken on the phone January 10, 2002, Greg Gavin/onelite.com. My name is Colonel Billie Faye Woodard of the United States Air Force. Arrival and indoctrination. I was first stationed at Area 51, Nevada, Jan. 28, 1971 through 1982. In that period of service I visited the hollow interior of the Earth 6 times, 800 miles deep. Upon my arrival to Area 51 I was indoctrinated to the existence of tunnels beneath Area 51, and soon after I met several of the underground shuttle operators that have a stature of 13 to 14 feet in height. These tunnels, that traverse the world, are built by a species of beings who have existed here before we, a very long time. Immediately on my arrival to Area 51, I was made aware of the tunnels and all the workings of the facility itself. They told me that the first 15 levels of the Area 51 facility were man-made, that levels 1627 were already there. Nobody from our government made them. We were just facilitating them. My father had been stationed at Roswell. As part of my induction into the military he requested that I be stationed along with him at the Pentagon. There they said, we have a new duty station for you which will be Area 51 facility, Nevada, commonly referred to as S4. When I went into the Pentagon I was a second lieutenant. When I came to the Pentagon they gave me the field commission as first lieutenant. After 3 weeks of being there they handed me my full colonel rank, saying you have to be a full colonel to be stationed at this next facility. There were 150,000 personnel in this facility, approximately 85% military personnel and 15% civilian. Following my arrival I was taken underground and did not see the light of day for 11.5 years. The tunnels and shuttles. The walls of the tunnels are very smooth. If you were to pull a hollow tube through a ball of clay you can get an idea of how smooth. The walls have what is likened to a marble finish, which are made of a metal substance, impenetrable. The surface of the walls cannot be penetrated even by a diamond drill, nor will a laser penetrate the surface. Remember, there was a time when we used to see troop movements from point A to B on the Earth's surface, continually. It was not that long ago. Now, you rarely see this. Now they use tunnels to move all these troops at long distances. The tunnels are wide enough to drive 2 18-foot wheelers side by side. Stemming from Area 51, one shuttle goes out to the Pacific Ocean, 350 miles due west of Monterey, where there is a pyramid. Another shuttle goes to the Cheyenne Mountain facility. The length of a large shuttle machine is approx 1/4 mile long. Interior inhabitants make use of these machines, a huge vessel for moving large numbers of people/beings/whatever quickly. The smaller shuttle is 50-60 feet in length. This was the kind I was in. The speed of the shuttles is faster than the speed of sound. They can travel from Area 51 to the main interior of the Earth in less than 10 Earth minutes. In 5-6 minutes you are there. The material used to make the shuttles is the same substance that made up the skin of the spacecraft at Roswell. The shuttles run on electromagnetic power using the Earth's grid line. The operators who I mentioned earlier, who are of a stature of 13 to 14 feet in height, look like us in their appearance but much more highly evolved, and speak through telepathy. The men have beards or not, and the women's skin is flawless, indeed having a perfect clear complexion. Their expression for humans is one of concern for us, as they see where we humans are headed. There are 7 civilizations residing in the inner Earth, which are governed by the principles of harmony. They understand and they speak all languages of the Earth. Their understanding of medical knowledge is phenomenal. My personal history. At the age of 12, while walking through a field of corn with another friend, I had a paranormal experience. I was taken into a UFO vehicle and transported into the inner Earth. Here, I lived for 6 months among the Hollow Earth residents. You may imagine the wonder of my parents, especially of my father, who was in the military service at that time when I disappeared, then to mysteriously return in 6 months. It was due to this experience that I believe my father made certain that I was engaged under his wing at the Pentagon and later directed to serve at Area 51. I am not the biological offspring of my father, but an adopted child, as was my sister. My sister was killed by what is referred to as the secret government. I was able to combat their negativity with my mind, which is stronger, and survived their attacks. It is my knowledge through my guide Zora, an inner Earth scientist who is 150,000 years old, that my sister and myself are originally from the inner Earth, that our true parents live in the inner Earth. When our father took us in as adopted children, we did not speak a language known to any surface culture. I have an unknown blood type. I have never had a disease of any kind. My blood has been medically examined and destroys all viral infection when combined with other blood samples in a lab setting. Hollow Earth vortexes. The Hollow Earth residents have the ability to split the ocean floor and create a vortex, as is shown with the Bermuda Triangle. There are 7 different levels in these vortexes, and equipment and beings are brought in and placed corresponding to these different levels. The vortexes act as doorways for entrance or exit to the hollow interior of the Earth. There is more than one triangle area off of Florida, one at Lake Erie, and another off the coast of Mexico, one off of Japan, as well as other geographic locations of the Earth. These are called quiet zones. These doorways allow creatures from the interior to come out and in, such as the Sasquatch, Loch Ness, etc. All planets are hollow, as is the Sun, which is really a planet. There are civilizations in the Sun which have colonies in the Earth's subterranean regions. Seeking entry. In order to locate an entrance to the inner Earth, wherever you are underground, all that you need is your compass. The compass will spin as if you are standing at the North Pole at the tunnel entrance to the inner Earth. When I left the military service, I no longer had a means of going into the hollow Earth. It was necessary that I seek another way. I, and a party of interested seekers, rented a plane which took us to the very rim of the North Pole. The people of the interior. The people of the interior were very free with showing me around, very articulate in showing you what is exactly going on. They do not hold anything back. They always ask permission when working with nature. They ask the plants for permission before consuming them or cutting them down. They ask the Mother Earth before they build on it, and do so build with the lay of the land which best suits their environment, a practice similar to the American Indians, therefore seeking to preserve a harmonious state at all times, wanting to be one with nature at all times. They are more spiritually advanced than surface dwellers and greatly respect Mother Earth. The atmosphere is crystal clear. As a rule, there are at times clouds, but nothing like rain clouds. The temperature is a constant 73 degrees. The people in the interior speak directly with the animals, and the animals speak directly to the people of the interior. There is no need for hoarding, for everything is free, no need to create in abundance as everything is ample. A process of bartering is more common than trade in money. This is basically a utopian culture with no depression leading into violence. No parties seeking to make war and gain dominance over each other. There are none richer nor poorer. There are aeroships, we term on the surface as flying saucers, in which a part of themselves, a part of their personality goes into the creation of the aeroship through the process of thought, due to their very powerful minds. This makes the aeroships perfect in design and execution in motion. Only a few persons of the surface have these similar abilities to create, due to the repression of these abilities in childhood by religion, education, and family fears. The people of the interior are allowed to enter the space of their imagination, if you will, and there they create. Disease will not enter their bodies, for it is not allowed. As surface humanity enters into the coming fourth dimensional phase, the inner Earth people will come forward and more deeply work with us on the surface. People on the surface are presently so involved with the sense of me that they cannot live together harmoniously. People of the surface who seek to reach the inner earth inhabitants through meditation, will receive it. Children who are being born now are becoming more capable of using the wholeness of their brain, which is in common practice in the interior. One of the first things they showed us in the interior was their capability of interplanetary travel and time travel. The basis of time travel is likened to bending space, which comes through the power of meditation and by the acceptance of being an unlimited being. If you train your mind at a subconscious level that you are an unlimited being, all things are possible. On the surface, capabilities to experience this infinite power are more easily awakened at such portals as Mount Shasta, which serves as a space-time portal directly to the inner earth. Once in the surroundings of Mount Shasta, you are drawn into the harmonious state. In my experiences at Mount Shasta, the Telosians in their civilization underground in that area are projecting an aura of great harmony in a lovely atmosphere. Area 51. Of all I saw at Area 51, 95% remains hidden from the public. Going into Area 51 is like going into another world, where they are terribly afraid that other countries and other parties are going to get this information. Their thoughts being, if we admit that the Earth is hollow, with a central intelligence in it, this is going to cause discord and fear. This fear process is generated by the private companies who seek to control and advance their own needs and personal agendas through Area 51. I left the Air Force due to their domineering ways by those who sought to act like control freaks, who were stagnating my ability to think and act in a creative manner. In accepting their orders not to talk about such information, they take it for granted that one will automatically obey. Because of my outgoing desire to share information and inform the public at large, my service pension and all my benefits and rights, such as the use of the commissary, dental and medical, were taken away. I was in the military for 13.5 years. From basic to the Pentagon and then to Area 51. The genetic engineering that is taking place at Area 51 is with our younger generation. The milk carton children whose photos were commonly seen in the markets in the past, were abducted and taken to Area 51. Level 16 of Area 51 is the genetic engineering level, where they are using our children for experimentation in longevity and powers of the mind. The major force behind this is what is termed as the secret government. There are civilians of the secret government which are in control in several areas of Area 51. There is a network of tunnels underground that go all the way to Europe, South America, the several continents. And there is an intermingling of this great network of tunnels throughout the globe, of which many governments use. God bless you and be with you. Colonel Bill Faye Woodard.